Good afternoon, Bitcoiners. I have a special guest joining us very randomly on a afternoon, Alejandra Guajardo. She was queened Miss El Salvador at the National Beauty Pageant in 2022. El Salvador consists of 14 departments, and Alejandra represented the Department of Cabañas in the north central part of the country. So upon winning the national beauty pageant, she went on to represent El Salvador at the Miss Universe competition, which occurred in New Orleans later that year. In 2024, she competed and won the Miss Charm El Salvador pageant, went on to compete in the worldwide Miss Charm pageant in 2024 as well. Now, I first saw her in videos that she made during her competitions and travels where she was out there orange pilling her fellow competitors and fans across the world as she traveled and educated people about Bitcoin. I thought, wow, a beauty queen who knows about Bitcoin and has the conviction to make Bitcoin part of her brand and her image internationally. I was amazed. She is Miss Bitcoin. So as a Bitcoin, she attends Bitcoin conferences all over the world. I was blessed to be able to meet her last year at the Bitcoin conference event in Vegas. And yet, busy as she is, she educates and influences people about Bitcoin every day, orange pilling the world. Thank you so much for joining me, Alejandra.
Hello, thank you so much for this wonderful intro, and I'm so excited to be in your podcast. Thanks so much for this invite.
It's awesome to have you. I want to throw up to screen here when we first met. Well, this was last year in Vegas in person when I saw you online. I was here at our little booth, and there's Daniel in the background right there. And you were floating around, meeting and greeting people, and needed a place to kind of set your bags. And we are like, sure, you can come hang with us for a little bit, or stop by, or take a break, or whatever. It was so fun and great to see you there. And you were just very kind and generous, and took time, and were very, very nice to us, even as you were really busy, because people would want to talk to you and get to know you. We were walking back one time. I think I was carrying a suitcase or something on our way out, and a little girl just wanted your autograph so bad and stopped. And we were tired. We were like just trying to kind of be done for the day. And you stopped and found pen and paper, something to write on, and you got her autograph and picture. It was very sweet. So, how do you handle all the fans all the time?
Well, to be honest, I enjoy it a lot. Definitely, if you are into this kind of industry, call it Miss Universe or being an actress, singer, whatever, in that it's in that media industry, I think you definitely need to like to be with a lot of people and say hi to a lot of people
Yeah,
and sign autographs and take pictures. So I really enjoy it. Like for me, it's not tiring at all. The
good.
only one time that it was very tiring for me was right after Miss Universe that I competed. It was like 2 a.m. and there was like a million people who wanted to interview all of us, and it was 2 a.m. and they wanted to interview. I was like, please, like no more interviews. It's 2 a.m. I just got in the final of Miss Universe. That was
Yeah.
the time that I would say I was a little bit mean that not interviews.
I bet there's times where, yeah, you before you like go out the door and you're going to be on, you kind of have time to collect yourself and be ready, and then you're on. And then at the end of an event, you're kind of like, okay, like you're kind of done, and you're tired, and so you need your break. And so knowing when to kind of be on and then have your time back, it's probably like flipping a switch. And it's because it goes from one extreme to the other, where you just kind of need your quiet space sometimes. So chill
Okay.
down.
Yeah, definitely. But
Um,
to be honest, like I said, I enjoy it, and it's super fun for me. I love to do this.
when did you? When was your first introduction to Bitcoin? Was it part of what Bukele was doing for El Salvador, or were you aware of Bitcoin before all that?
No, when I was at university, I studied in UT in Texas.
Hmm.
I remember some of my friends, they were like, hey, buy some of this, some of that. You know, like first we were, of course, gambling other coins. And that was my first introduction. So it was like 2019, 2018, something like that. And then nothing. I didn't do anything serious or took it serious.
Hmm.
And when Naive put Bitcoin as legal tender, I started to learn more and more, and I saw that it was how I live my life as well. You know, like how I want to live it, like to be free. So it was totally how like it aligned with how I see life and how I like. So I started to be an ambassador, to buy Bitcoin, to work in the field, all of that.
It's just so unique and special to see. I mean, it's easy to say, oh, you have strong personality, you have these overt skills and presentation and your beauty. What's very beautiful to me is your part of your authenticity is your interest and knowledge of Bitcoin. Now, I want to bring up that's as a nerd, that's what's beautiful to me. I want to bring to stage here. You have on your site, you've been working on the libraries all around different countries. You've been putting together these Bitcoin libraries. Tell me about this work.
I started that project last year in January. That I wanted to put a Bitcoin bookshelf in every single public space or national library of each country. That one is the first one in El Salvador.
Mhm.
And now I'm going to put the second one in Madrid, in Spain, this May, and then in Argentina in October, Mexico, Costa Rica, Panama, and also I'm planning to put one in USA, in Washington D.C. So of course my plan is to put one in every single country,
Oh,
but
wow.
by step, right? So those countries are planned for this year. And yeah, I'm so happy to bring this to everyone, because why I started to do this is that I live in Bitcoin country, right? I live in El Salvador. The National Library here in El Salvador is one of the most beautiful libraries in all Central America, and it's a new
Yes.
as well. It's 24 hours open. And when I was there with my friends, I was like, there is not a Bitcoin book here. There's nothing about Bitcoin. And Bitcoin
Uh-huh.
as important as other subjects, as other
Yeah.
books. It's so important. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna make a Bitcoin bookshelf and I'm gonna donate it to the library so all the little kids can come and learn about Bitcoin. Because if you go to this library in El Salvador, it's full every day. So
Awesome.
of course, my goal in life in general is that everyone knows Bitcoin and the importance of having Bitcoin and be out of the financial system. So
Totally.
so that this is my main goal with this, to bring awareness, to bring education about Bitcoin in any public space.
That is awesome. And going from country to country, making the effort to, negotiate the right space and the setup and that you get it outfitted and and like, so like in the other picture we had here, Saifedean was there. And what country was this, where you saw Saifedean and he came to see you on this one?
That one, it was in El Salvador, and he came to sign all the books, all of his books that were in the Bitcoin bookshelf. So we were
That's
there
awesome.
3 weeks ago. We were there, and he was signing all of them. Yeah, he is very nice person.
Totally awesome. When I think of libraries as well, so here I got my El Salvador passport.
You came to El Salvador?
I was there last month. So Max and Stacy had their golf invitational. I missed Plan B. We can get to that too. You were at Plan B, right? Okay. So I just happened to be there before Plan B. I couldn't stay for Plan B, but that was the first time I've been to El Salvador. I was there with OG. OG Bring Faxes here. He was told you were going to be at the golf tournament, and he was joking that he was going to propose to you. And anyway, but he found somebody else already. So anyway, OG, Daniel, who's with MicroSeed here, myself. Anyway, we were at El Salvador. It was my first time. I love it. I love that country. I mean, I have kind of vague ideas in my head, but I mean, like Bring Fax says, and I think he's fairly committed now, but it's like, I could live here. I mean, I could move. I have ideas about where that is. Anyway, so like Bring Fax and we got our Bitcoin passport. Brings me to libraries on the page there. There's the Bitcoin library. Now, was this part of an inspiration for the library idea, or are they connected at all?
Well, my idea was first, and then they decided to put another one. But my idea is not only to put in El Salvador, it's to put one in every country. So
they took the idea from you?
I'm not saying they took it, but yeah, like I had the idea first. I don't know if they took it or not, but
it's the right idea. Great minds think alike. So, so they, in the Bitcoin zone, they made the National Bitcoin Library. You can stop there, but it's the same idea. I saw that bookshelf and the bee, and I thought, oh. And then so when I saw you going from place to place with more and more of them, I just assumed they were like the same, but maybe they were inspired by you. So that's good, I suppose.
By me, yeah. I inspire people.
You do. We have a question here. Marcelo at Wallet Satoshi in Argentina loves the idea of the library. Where in Argentina is it? Describe where that is if you want to find it there.
The library, and we're thinking of putting two. One in the National Library and the second one in the Congress Library.
Oh.
Yes.
Awesome.
So actually, I'm going to say this. So if there is Argentinian artists that want to collaborate and design the Bitcoin bookshelf for Argentina, please feel free to reach out to me, send me an email, and we will be doing like a small contest of who wins with the best design. And that design, we will build a Bitcoin bookshelf and put it in the National Library and the one in the Congress too.
Awesome. So if you're listening to this, no matter what country you're from, but if you have influence in that sphere, contact Alejandra. Let me bring to stage your X page. You can find her on X at Miss Bitcoin _. If you search for Alejandra Guajardo, Miss Bitcoin, you'll find her. What is a good way for people to find you or reach out to you? Is it through X?
Yeah, they can do through X, and in the tweet that I put, the one I put an email there that it's ale@bitcoinbookshelf.com. They can email me there.
Oh, there you go.
Sending me their design of the Bitcoin bookshelf, and yeah, we will be choosing which one is going to go to the National Library and the one in the Congress. So there's going to be two winners.
Okay, so email her. You can email her at ali@bitcoin. Come on, if it brings it up here.
Yeah.
Now, why is it thinking so hard on this one? ali@bitcoinbookshelf.com. Well, now it's all hung up. There we go. Let me open that up again. Okay. Yeah. ali@bitcoinbookshelf.com. And you can also go to, you have your own X.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm going to click that follow right now. I'm your 14th follower, 15th follower.
Thank you.
Spreading knowledge of Bitcoin around the world. So this is one of your main projects. That here's what I find inspiring about you is that you are continuing to push and work in and for Bitcoin. It wasn't part of like a passing brand for the pageant. We're talking about near and dear to your heart. And that struck me when you're at the Bitcoin conference. It's not just kind of it's not an angle. It's values and purpose that are who you are, which is amazing too. I love it.
Thank you. Thanks so much. Yeah, I try since I was at Miss Universe, I try to do as good as I can title, you know, because at the
Mm.
end people listen to you more, they see you more when you are the representative of a country. So if you have something good to say, a good project, then why not take it to life, no? Make
Uh-huh.
it real, make it real.
Yeah. That's just amazing. I love it. Thank you for doing that as well. Like Jeff Booth would say, what's kind of the next thing you can be doing in Bitcoin? And you just keep doing it. Now, tell me about what you were doing today. You're dressed up, you're put together, you were just busy with something. Are you able to tell us what you were doing just now?
Yeah, doing some videos for a company, and that's it. Not
Okay.
just like some publicity videos.
Publicity videos.
It-
And
but you know what? Also, I'm also organizing something really really cool for tomorrow. We are
okay.
going to do a workshop for beginners that don't know anything about Bitcoin. We're gonna do it tomorrow at 4:30 to 6. We're gonna have only like 15 people, but we will have a link for the meetings so everyone can join and listen to the class. And it's gonna
Oh,
be a friend of mine called Sebas and me, and we're gonna just teach them like what is Bitcoin, why we are in Bitcoin, like just the basics. And we're gonna do it tomorrow. So if people want to join, I will send the link.
okay. Now who is that with? Where's that at? How can they connect? Or what do they look for?
It's going to be here in San Salvador in Insigne building that it's in front of Bamboo. That's if you want to go in person, of course. But we will have the link also so they can join the meets
Okay.
and they can hear the class as well. So I'm excited for that. I love
Okay.
it, to be honest. I love this.
Awesome. I had a student from the Kubo Plus school on here. I'm going to have another student on. Have you ever connected with that Kubo Plus Bitcoin school at all? They do education and stuff. Have
No,
you
no,
heard of that?
I haven't, to be honest. I think is the Kubo people like young, right?
Yeah, yeah. Younger students usually, computer science, technology
Yeah,
students.
like these, I would say the one that I'm doing tomorrow is more for adults because you know adults they don't go to those places. They are not in school anymore. So
Yeah.
like adults that actually I'm doing this because I have already like 5 friends of mine that they were like, hey Ale, I want to know about Bitcoin, where can I go? And they don't want to go exactly to those places where there's only for like little kids. So I told them like, okay, I'm gonna do a workshop. And I told my friend like, hey, this is going on. A lot of my friends are telling me how they can learn about Bitcoin. Let's do a workshop. So that's why we're doing it tomorrow, our first one.
Awesome. And so a lot of people, like, they might be business owners or they're sitting on a bit of money and they're looking at making um, a tactical move in a bigger way.
Yes.
So, I mean, yes, it's open ended, so anyone could join,
Yes.
but there are people there that may be there for important business or really need to know, like it's new to them and they got to figure this out because El Salvador is still moving in that direction.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, yeah.
Now, very recently, you went to the Shakira concert. What did you think of that? First time she'd been there, huh?
Yeah, first time she been here. She has been here in El Salvador. It was a great concert, to be honest. I really enjoyed it. I'm not a fan of Shakira, but
Uh-huh.
like I like her music, of course. I'm not a fan, but I like it. But it was great. Like she dances so good. But it was so funny to me that she was throwing these bills. I was like, oh, Shakira is a shit coin.
You asked about what that maybe meant. In my mind, it's kind of acknowledging something about fiat, maybe. I don't know.
I was just like, I wanted to say like a joke that she's a shitcoiner, but as a joke.
Well, so if she's willing to come to El Salvador, well, so a couple of things. It tells something very positively, one, about the place where El Salvador has grown into. It is now becoming a really safe and strong economy, growing like crazy. If they can attract a Shakira, then the sky's the limit. You can have all kinds of big tourist events and personalities come and start participating in the economy there. And then two, maybe she does like Bitcoin. I don't know.
She never mentioned anything, and she was throwing these 100 bills of the Federal Reserve. So I don't know.
Yeah, it looked. I didn't. I mean, I couldn't make it to the concert, but a lot of people were just totally enthusiastic about the very fact that she came, and it just puts El Salvador on the map a little bit. Like, so when I went to El Salvador about a month ago, and I had like coworkers or family, and some people just going like, "Is that safe? Can you go there?" Like, oh, they still don't know. And I had done the research and heard about it. I was like, "Yeah, no, it's great. I love it." And I told them it is so safe. It's safer than Mexico, I think. I mean, it's safer than the States.
Yeah.
Green Facts can say that. It's more safe than the United States. I mean, seriously. So.
Yeah. It's one of the most safest countries in all Latin America.
Yeah. It's amazing how much it's changed. When I was there, I saw it too. Like, okay, yeah, there's police around.
Yeah.
Fine. But I didn't see a single bit of trouble at all anywhere. People were happy, healthy, productive, busy, very kind, very humble. I loved everything about it. Yeah, super enthusiastic about it. And that's where I thought, I could move here. I could live there. How much time in the year do you spend like living and staying in El Salvador versus bouncing around and seeing the country?
Oh, you mean inside El Salvador? Or
Yeah, like or in the country itself. Do you tend to stay in San Salvador or?
No, I go often to the beach. I try to different.
Uh-oh, we hung up. Maybe she's going to come back here. What I will do is next to having her feed up here on her X feed, I will bring up her Instagram. Now, I don't have a good login for Instagram, but she has so many. Of course, wouldn't you know it? She's on Instagram pretty busily. Isn't it easy to just go to someone like this's site and peruse all the pretty pictures? I'm going to have her join as soon as we can when she reconnects, and we'll see if we can get her back on here. So that looks like a Bitcoin conference. I bet that's Plan B. Looks familiar to me. Recent thing. Here we go again. You're back.
Sorry.
I was just showing people pictures. I went to your Instagram, and you have a lot of different cool pictures. And hopefully our network is stable enough here. But tell me about this little horse. You picked up a horse at a farm.
Oh, well, my family lives in the outskirts of Mexico, and we have their horses. We have one monkey, we have dogs, and we grow our own organic food, and we grow our own medicinal plants. We grow cannabis as well. We do CBD oil. Yeah, we do all of this medicinal because my dad had pancreatic cancer 12 years ago, and he got cured with the African milk bush tincture and the CBD oil. So after that he got cured with that, we started to build all of these natural products that we grow without chemicals or pesticides. Also, that is why I started to be in Bitcoin, because 12 years ago, I was already growing my own organic food. So I was being decentralized. I was being out of the system of buying food in groceries and stuff. So then when I started to learn about Bitcoin, I saw that it was just as what I was doing, but here with money. So for me, it made total sense. And that's why now I'm like full into the food industry, like being decentralized in your food and being decentralized with Bitcoin, right? With your
Mhm.
sorry. So yeah, that's why for me it made like perfect match with what I was doing. So that's another one of my projects. My family, well, it's not a project; it's a family business. But now I'm doing my own lotions for the face of beef tallow, because
Yes.
tallow is the one that is more similar to the to the
Human skin. Yeah.
how they say la grasa the it's
Oh,
not
like oils or grease or
oils, yeah.
oils. Yeah.
The oils, yeah, the beef oils is the most similar to the human. So when you put the beef tallow in your skin, it absorbs so good and it helps to regenerate cells. So now I'm building my brand of beef tallow.
That is awesome. Are you able to share the name of it or the brand or
Yeah, yeah. If you
yeah.
Instagram
Let's go find it.
and then
Um,
you go to my profile and it's
uh-huh.
there Sada Organics.
Sada Organics. Oh, there we go. Let me go find that. I'm not logged in. I have issues with Facebook sometimes, but
And
oh, there we go. Sada Organics.
yeah, I have teas as well, and all of them are without chemicals or pesticides. I have a detox that it's really good of ginger, curcumin, no, uh, curcuma, sí,
Curcuma, ginger,
black pepper,
cayenne. Is that cayenne pepper?
cayenne pepper, yes,
Ooh, spicy.
yes, that one is really good. And then I have the chamomile and lavender, arnica, and
Arnica's good. Yeah. Good for the muscles. Lavender and manzanilla aroma, good aroma.
yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so you can check them out here, and then maybe so say people want to buy some or get it. Is there a website they could go to?
Yeah, right now they can just like order on the Instagram page, but later I will have the web page, of course. But now they
Okay.
can on Instagram.
Okay, so on Instagram you can find Sada Organics, find her tallow lotions, aromatic and for health and detox.
Yeah,
Um,
and the beef tallow.
awesome. All right, I'm going to add that to in my description info for the show here.
Thank you.
Now, is this recently at Plan B here?
Yes, that's of Plan B. Yeah.
Cool. I wish I could have stayed for that. I wanted to go to that as well. I had to get back to the States.
Oh, yeah. It
Um,
was great, to be honest. It was way better from last year. I really enjoyed this one.
yeah, I heard so many good things about it. Now, was this recent as well? You went to Egypt?
No, that one I went last year with my mom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But it was good to her because it was her birthday.
Cool. Sumo guys. It's so easy to look at your pictures. Hey, there's you with your beef tallow right now. It's working.
Not exactly, but yeah, I was doing it was a facial
And was this during your competition?
of Miss Universe. Yeah.
Wow. So as I scroll, I mean, it's just easy to have you tell stories about anything you want, but you have so many pictures. They're so easy to look at, obviously. Do you remember what ruins these are over here?
Yeah, those are in Merida, and I love ruins and I love pyramids. So every time I go to a Mayan country, I try to go and see all the ruins and pyramids that I can. I love them. I love them.
Yeah. Oops. I'm not logged in, so I have issues with this. Anyway, I'd have to log in to see more, but you can find Alejandra on Instagram at Ale Guajardo _SV. So anyway, wow. Where are you going to be traveling next? Do you know what the next library country is going to be? The Bitcoin bookshelf?
Yeah, it's gonna be in Spain this May.
Spain.
And then the one in Mexico, hopefully maybe July, and in Argentina at the end of October or beginning of November, something like that. We're still figuring that out because it's gonna be after the La of Bitcoin.
Okay, and my buddy Kelvin has a question. I just had him on my podcast. He's in Scotland. He wants to know, do you ship worldwide?
Yeah, I can. He can only message me on the Instagram page of Beef Tallow of Sada Organics, and I can ship it.
All right, Kelvin, that Supra kid, get on Instagram. See her there. Message her. Okay, now back to there's the Bitcoin bookshelf, and going to be in Spain. That would be Barcelona, you think?
No, Madrid.
Oh, where was it?
In Madrid.
Madrid. Okay, cool. Your favorite color?
Huh?
Is this your favorite color?
Yeah, light purple.
Light purple. It's like lavender.
Lavender, yes. That's my favorite color.
And I love your feed as well, because people who know who you are often thinking beauty queen, fashion, health and fitness and beauty. And yet you are such a base Bitcoiner. You're not just like, oh yeah, I'm kind of into Bitcoin. You are a based Bitcoiner. Now, where is this in El Salvador? This is awesome.
Yeah, those waterfalls, it's a waterfall you cannot see specifically
back
there.
In there.
Place is a waterfall. It's so nice. So nice.
Is that up in the mountains somewhere?
Yeah, it's close to Sonsonate.
And then here down on Bitcoin Beach area, I recognize this tree with Plan B.
Yeah.
Awesome. Now, when did you first have the glimmer of an idea that you might go up on stage and present and be into fashion and be in the pageants? Was there a moment when you decided, I can do this? Or were you always kind of thinking about it?
Of joining pageants?
Yeah.
Well, actually, okay, I'll tell you my story because it's funny and it's interesting, I guess. When I was little, I will say this is for every girl, maybe when they're little, I wanted to be at Miss Universe, and I will see Miss Universe like, wow, I want to be there one day. And my mom, she didn't went to Miss Universe, but she was into pageants when she never told me actually to participate in pageants, but I knew that she modeled too and that she was in pageants. So then when I was 19, I started to be in pageants, and I went to the first one that it was in Texas actually because I was living there. And I top 12, like so far away from winning. And then they, okay, this is your first pageant, you're good at it, you have something, so you should just like work more, no? Because you need like the better runway, you need how to do your makeup, like a lot of things, so I was like, oh, continue. And then they invited me to another one, and I was runner-up, and then they invited me to another one, and I was first runner-up. So at the end, I did in total 10 pageants. And every time, before winning Miss Universe, every time I will compete, I will never win. I will be first runner-up, second runner-up, third runner-up. I will never win. And even though a lot of people were like, Alejandra, what are you doing? Why are you still in pageants? You never win. Like, you do other stuff that you're good at. Like, why are you so stubborn?
You didn't give up.
Exactly. And I was like, I don't care if you don't believe in me. I believe in myself. I know I can. And also, most of the times that I will compete, not all, but most of them, they were rigged. The girl, or this or that. Oh my God, pageants
Like,
are crazy. They're so, but you know, not only pageants, like everything in life, there's money involved and there's another purposes that they have. So
so kind of
what
like a popularity contest. Sometimes it's like who you know or who is
they,
kind of, yeah.
so your director has a business with the national director. So who do you want to win? You know. So the
Um,
was more like what it's better for the company, not who's the best girl to win.
mm,
So I don't know. I, like deep inside me, I knew that I could win because of who I am and because of my message and my project that I had to say to the world. And I was not gonna give any money, right? So to win, of course. So I continue, and until the 10th time, I when I won, I was like, wow, I can't believe it. I'm going to Miss Universe after so many times that I competed. And then
wow.
I was just like, if you really work for your dreams, if you really work hard for what you want in life will give it to you sooner or later. Maybe it was not my time to win the all of those years, you know. And also now that I see it, is that is like, yeah, I had to win in this year. I had to wear maybe that bit because of that. Now I'm into Bitcoin and now I love what I do. And I'm sure that if I would have won in other pageant, maybe I wouldn't be in Bitcoin or maybe I would be doing something else. So I think time is perfect for everything. And yeah, it was my time to win and to be perseverant and to show my.
Perseverance, totally, yeah. So, like an old Confucian saying, like 9 times fall down, 10 times get up. And you just, so after like the third time, the fourth time, the fifth time, it was, you just kept getting back up, signing back in, doing, you have to present, present yourself in various different ways, keep yourself healthy and pretty, and it takes work. I mean, you got to maintain that steadily, and then, I mean, it's nerve wracking. Did you start to get used to like the nerves and being on stage, and then you enjoyed it at some level? I assume you enjoyed the process a little bit.
Yeah, I at the beginning, of course, I will always be like nervous and I would do the things so fast because of the nervous. But then after so many times like competing and being in the stage and stuff, I loved it. And now that I'm a speaker, I love to speak and I love to be on stage. And I love to inspire other people. My experience, like to not give up and to literally follow your dreams, you know, like why would you give up on something that you really want in life? Like you can do anything that you want, like literally the sky is the limit. You put yourself the limits, you know.
Right. Yeah, people limit themselves, and there's something about just do it, but not just one time, but just do it, and the next day do it again, the next day do it again, and just, you might have a big dream, but just step by step, what's the next thing you can do, and just get up out of bed again, hit the day again. And a message to anyone out there, but particularly young girls, empowering women, but for anyone, just you learn about yourself, you find yourself and what your path is, and it may not be what you expect, but you might fail and fail and fail again, but you just keep doing it, keep trying. And I have a young daughter. I'll show you. This is a picture I got of her here.
Oh,
Um,
so
she is
cute.
4 years old, so
Okay,
she's my little princess.
of
And as
course.
daddy, she has her dresses and her tiara, and I didn't I didn't teach her this. I have older boys, and she, through just her own innate nature, likes to look nice and be pretty, and she's very sentimental and caring and loving. But when she says that daddy has to wear the tiara and play with the dolls and we're princesses, she loves Frozen, so she'll be Elsa and I'll be Anna. And so I'm a princess. She's the queen. I'm a little princess, and we play pretty princess together. So
Oh.
anyway, I'm learning how to be delicate and girly myself. So but I'm raising her. You are an inspiration to young girls for sure. Like the girl I saw in Vegas a year ago, where she wanted your picture, she loved you. You're an inspiration to anyone, but to say young girls like my daughter, where they see what a queen, the queen of Bitcoin, Miss Bitcoin, and it's inspiring to people to want to get somewhere or do that in their lives. Now, once you're well known and famous as you are, the whole world is like a stage. So as soon as you walk out the door, you're kind of like right on stage, because you could just walk down the street or go, you might want to just go shopping or go to a place, or you're just anywhere at a conference or whatever, and you can't just mill around somewhat anonymously. You're going to get attention. So now the whole world is a stage for you.
Yeah, and I really appreciate that. Yeah, like I said, I enjoy it, and that's what I do. I want to keep inspiring people and just do as much as I can to also spread the word of Bitcoin and of being perseverant and what you love, you know.
You love Bitcoin. You love Bitcoiners. You're very generous with your time. You've been generous to me today. I know you're very, very busy, and I don't want to hold you hostage, because we kind of planned this a little quickly. Like last night, we were just like, hey, you're available when and what time it might fit. And I'm just happy to have caught you when I could catch you. So I appreciate you making it work and fitting me in and giving me, like a good hour here with time to set up and all that. So I really appreciate it. Is there anything that I didn't get to that you want to get the message out there? You've got the Bitcoin bookshelf going, the project, putting the bookshelves all over around libraries, various.
Yeah. Well, in that case, for the Bitcoin bookshelf, we're also looking for sponsors. So whoever wants to be part of this project and have their brand in the Bitcoin bookshelf, that is going to be there until Bitcoin goes to zero. So forever.
Forever.
Forever. So what we do is we put like a gold plate with a logo of the company, brand, or whatever they want, and we put it in the Bitcoin bookshelf, just as I did in the one in El Salvador, that I put like this. The different sponsors. In that picture it doesn't show, but in other ones, because we didn't put it there. Yeah, no.
Let me go to maybe the one with Saifedean.
In that one, you see the gold plates, and in each gold plate there is the brand and the name of the business.
Oh, I see it now. Okay, let's go to this picture right here.
Yeah.
There we go.
But also the idea is that in every country, the Bitcoin bookshelf is going to be different, adapting it to the culture and to the designer, right? So it's not going to be like that, but also we will put the plates of the sponsors and the donators who help us build this.
So for those of you listening, you may be a Bitcoiner, you may have a company. You can reach out to Alejandra and sponsor a bookshelf, get a gold plate on the bookshelf, support the Bitcoin education movement, support Alejandra and her efforts, and you get your name out there as well. And you're putting your brand on something very important. That is getting the message of Bitcoin out all over the world.
Exactly. Yeah, they can go to the webpage also, the bitcoinbookshelf.com.
Bitcoinbookshelf.com. Let me go to that real quick. Load that up. Here we go.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, thank you. So go to bitcoinbookshelf.com. You can see how to contact the organization and get your sponsorship going and get the education to all ages, people of all ages, the real world impact of the vision. So that's absolutely amazing. That's beautiful. I love it. And then, of course, your tallow, which you can find on Instagram, which I'm out of Instagram right now. But anyway, so many amazing things. Anything else that you're working on that you want to share that we haven't mentioned?
Um, these are my main projects right now, and Miss Bitcoin. I Miss Bitcoin. I will do it with calm, and I will give it a time so it's mature enough to do it. That's gonna be a Bitcoin pageant.
A Bitcoin pageant. You're
Yes.
putting together an event.
Yes. So it's not gonna be only about beauty. It's gonna be about beauty, brains, and Bitcoin. So beautiful girls from all over the world will have to make a Bitcoin project, and
Oh, wow.
they will have to do it has to have real impact in their country. So it's not gonna be only about the looks. It's gonna be also about how smart they are or creative, no, or how leaders like we want leaders. We want more women into Bitcoin. So
Yeah.
that's a way to bring also more women into Bitcoin.
Awesome. I love it. It's melding a couple of good things together. The pageantry and the beauty and the skill, but with Bitcoin. And I know there are many women and girls that could do that. There's students at the Kubo Plus school that I've seen that, hey, you never know, might participate. They're very smart. But then there's that courage that it takes where, oh, I'm into stuff, I'm into Bitcoin, I'm into tech, I'm doing stuff. But who am I to like put myself out there? Like you're a little nervous, I'm just a random kid or a person or whatever. But this could be a mechanism for people to feel like, okay, I can put myself out there and present and have that kind of goal.
Yeah, why not? And also we will put, of course, like classes for girls that maybe they're not secure about themselves or a little bit shy. Help them with those insecurities because everyone has insecurities,
Mhm.
right? But yeah,
Uh-huh.
more girls into the Bitcoin industry, and not only girls that maybe are already in Bitcoin, but girls from the fiat world to come here, learn about Bitcoin, and then be talking about Bitcoin in their countries where maybe some countries they don't hear a lot about Bitcoin. So if you hear a pretty smart girl that is talking about Bitcoin, maybe you will listen to her.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Now, and it brings me to a thought because I've had young female Bitcoiners on the podcast. Do you ever find that? I mean, obviously, people are going to treat you differently, or you get comments where people are stuck on the fact that, oh, you're a pretty girl, or it kind of it puts a label on you, like, are you really smart though? Yeah, you're pretty, but that doesn't necessarily mean you're smart. It just means you have a good image. Do you ever feel kind of not put down, but kind of put in a box in terms of what do you really know about Bitcoin, or are you really authentic? Do you ever feel that like superficial kind of pressures?
I don't feel that like I don't feel bad about it or anything, but yes, there's a lot of people that when they don't know me and I'm introduced to them, they think that I'm only pretty and that I'm a miss and that's it. But when they get to know me, their perspective changes. But of course,
Uh-huh.
I think this is with everyone, even me. Like of course we judge by the cover of the book. Like almost everyone does that, like
Sure.
even me. And then I judge by the cover of the book, and then I get to know the person, and I'm like, oh, okay, so it's not like what I thought it was. So I think it's normal, and I don't take it personal because that could happen a lot. But yeah,
Sure.
admit it, but also it happens to men. Like there's some very handsome men that you will think they're only handsome, and you're like, oh, whatever, he's only handsome. But no, sometimes also smart. Some, right?
I deal with that a lot. I can show up and people like, you're just so handsome. Do you really know Bitcoin? I'm like, no, I do. See, I've got my MicroSeed. I take self custody. I know things about Bitcoin. And like, really? Because you're just too handsome for me.
I know. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
Well, I'm raising my daughter to be strong and independent and smart. And just like, so I've raised 3 boys, and I raise her, I think, just the same to be, adventurous and strong and confident and curious. And I teach her all the things. And it turns out she's a girl. She's gravitated, unlike the boys, she's gravitated to wanting to dress up, and she'll see mommy put on makeup, and we got her some kit little makeup and stuff. And she loves, I don't know, it's part of how she sees herself in the world. Yeah. And so I'm not fighting that. I'm just like, well, I guess she's a girl. I'll let her be pretty if she wants to. Sure. And we'll go out and find worms and play in the mud too. But but anyway, you are an inspiration for girls like my daughter. It's been good practice for me to raise a young daughter to be strong and smart. And if she turns out at all like you, I would be very, very proud of her, because I'm just tickled and excited and proud of you for all the things you've worked on, all the things you're doing, and not just for a while, but again and again and again, not giving up when it was hard. You kept grinding. And even when you become like at a certain level of success and influence, you keep going and you're still doing all these amazing things. So I love it. That's what is beautiful about you in my eyes, is your work. So
thank you. Thanks so much. I appreciate your words, and I will continue doing it.
Thank you so much. It's been great having you. I will let you go because you've had a long day. I really appreciate you joining me. And yeah, I will see you down the road, perhaps at Vegas. If you're going to be at Vegas, I'll be there. I'll keep an eye out.
Okay. Yeah. I'll see you there in Vegas.
Oh, and might you be in Prague? Do you ever go to Prague?
I've been to, but I don't know if I'm going to this conference.
Okay.
I'm still debating that.
Okay. We're looking upcoming. There's BitBlock Boom in Dallas. There's obviously Vegas, and then the next big one that I'll be at is Prague. So at least at Vegas, I'll aim to see you there, and we'll catch up.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome, Alejandra. Thanks for everybody coming in, checking out the podcast, and saying hi to Alejandra. It's been really fun, and we'll catch you next time.
Bye-bye. Gracias.
Bye.